Hi there, Jonny here from JonnyLipshamStudios.co.uk, and in this video, this second part of the series on note effects, we're going to take a look at the Chorder. Chorder is very, very cool. You can use this in a variety of different ways. I use this for creating lead sounds as much as I use it for chords. Now, if you are maybe not a highly skilled keyboard player, and so you find it hard to create kind of rhythm parts for keyboards and pianos or synths or what have you, then Chorder is perfect for you because it gives you a whole range of different harmonic tools that you can use to create a good chord part, and oftentimes you can use just one finger on a keyboard controller. So this is what it looks like. You have this autofill feature, you've got a transpose feature, and then you've got a range here, which of course you can extend. So let's extend that a wee bit. So now I've given this a 5-octave range, which is nice. And then as you can see here, we have some different presets. So we've got different folders. So we've got a Chord Groups folder, and this gives you some common kind of chord progressions, but it also gives you some styles as well, and they all fit within whatever key of music you're working with. For example, if I take this diatonic major group here, if I select that, now we have this 4-octave range here. Now if I play a C on this kind of slightly distorted synth sound, let's drop it down an octave. So it's playing all the correct chords from a C major scale. I mean, I can do this from E flat if I wanted to. And it kind of works reasonably well, except for the fact that we've not defined the key here. If I was to define the key, then this would work. So if I change this to E flat, then it would follow all the rules for E flat. At the moment, it's defaulted to C major. That's okay. Like I said, you can change the key over here. You can select whatever key you want, and then the Chorder will follow the kind of rules according to that key center that you've chosen. So we've got that. Then we've got the diatonic minor. And I'm just playing single notes here rather than actual chords. Whoops. And already I can do things like 2-5-1 just by pressing D, G, and C. And it voices them quite nicely. Then we've got some different styles like Edm Melody Maker. Let's give this one a try. Well, that's kind of like 13ths apart. I like that, that's nice. Then we've got guitar ones, which is nice if you want to do kind of a guitar part. So if you want to mock up a guitar part, you can do that quite easily there as well. And then you've got some soul ones, which are great for kind of neo-soul style of music, and it's got kind of chords that are appropriate for that style. Which are all kind of like major 7th kind of sounding chords. And then you've got these rock ones here as well, which you can check out. And then you've got chord types, so you can actually fix the whole thing to a particular chord type. So let's say sus4, because I like sus4s. And the cool thing about this is you can actually make really interesting sounding kind of melodies out of this. So you can make some really interesting kind of melodic ideas that are actually employing chords. Very cool. And again, you can use it just for creating chord parts. The cool thing about this is when you layer up more than one note using a sus4, you can layer sus4 chords on top of each other and create something really interesting. So if I was to play an F and a B flat and put those on top of each other, you get this interesting sound. A slightly denser harmony. And then if I stack another interval of a fourth on top of that, so I'm playing F, B flat, and E flat, now we're into something very, very cool. So you can play some really advanced kind of harmonies without really understanding. You don't necessarily have to understand how harmony works. So let's try some different ones. Let's try major seventh. We like major sevenths. Again, you can play little melodies out of this. Which sounds quite cool, but again, you can kind of layer up sounds by stacking chords on top of each other. So by stacking an F and a C together, we get a nice kind of major seventh with an added ninth sound. So you can create some nice little vamps out of that as well. So if you're kind of into synthy type music and interesting sounding chords, but you don't maybe necessarily know how to create those kind of things, or you want to create a lead line that just sounds really dense and has a different flavor to it, then Chorder again is your answer, and you can extend the range, as I've said here. And there's a whole bunch of other options to try out. There's just fourths, which is just an interval, which again has nice kind of melodic properties to it. Kind of if you're into that kind of early to mid 80s kind of electric jazz kind of stuff. You know, kind of Chick Corea kind of stuff. Yeah, that would work very, very nicely for that. All right, so there you go. That's the Chorder. Check it out and have some fun with it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.